have to say is Naomi, because she's a black lady. She's a black girl who's a teen, and she's, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but she's like a superhero. Well, I think people know. She's a lantern. And yeah, she just discovered that, and I just thought it was really cool. Also, the art of the comic is Jamal Campbell, and his art is fantastic. So, highly recommend.
Earth Eater from Coffin Bound, assassin for hire who has a mechanical jaw and he eats dirt, and he learns secrets from the dirt. That book is insane, and I love it.
One of my new favorite characters this year is Jayla, who is a new character introduced into the Deadly Class series. I think she popped up around issue 38. What drew me to her initially is her character design. She's very cool. She wears like this bright purple, like 80s style windbreaker, and she's got those flip up sunglasses and swept over hair. She's a very, very cool looking character. But the added bonus is that she winds up being a character who's very much so tied to the main character of Deadly Class, Marcus, and his dark history. So immediately the two of them hit it off, and it's very, very cool to see a new character just show up and be injected into the series so deeply, so quickly.
My favorite new character of the year, Jane Foster, occasional romantic interest of Thor. When I look at how she played the character of Thor, she was very compassionate but had a hard line. Now, as she is taking the position of Valkyrie, she has to reframe all of those instincts, how she is threading the needle and bringing her own character to the role of a Valkyrie.
Brainard. And this is more of like a custom type thing. I'm not sure if you've been following our Instagram, but I became the social media marketing manager for Green Brain. And so I've been making flyers with the little Green Brain logo on the heads of like people. And he has now become a character called Brainard. So he's my favorite new little character because, like, I mean, we already were putting him on things, but we've officially given him a name.
The characters in Crowded are super fun. They also have a dog named Dog, which is pretty fun.
My favorite writer is Scott Snyder, mostly because I got the opportunity from my job to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and during the Retailers Appreciation Luncheon, he spoke about his book Undiscovered Country, and he was just like so like excited and passionate about it that even before I got to read like the Ashcan version, I was already like invested in the book. So he just really, his excitement sold me on everything before I even read his work, and to read it is still even more amazing.
Well, my favorite writer also doesn't change all that often. Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron has been writing one of my favorite Marvel books for the last 6, 7, 8 years. He's just now wrapping up his epic adventure on Thor with a mini-series called King Thor. He's written the Thor legend for so many years now, it just seems like this is the Thor writer for me. He has written some of my favorite moments in Thor's history, and also he's introduced my favorite person in the helm, in the role of Thor, and that is Jane Foster. Jason Aaron writes Jane Foster as Thor, and this guy has cemented his role for me as my favorite writer.
Favorite writer? I would have to say Rick Remender, because of everything that he's ever written. And I really, really enjoyed Deadly Class. And then I believe also Black Science. He's written a couple of things that I just really like.
Writer of the year would probably have to be Al Ewing. Almost entirely for what he's doing with Immortal Hulk. I hadn't really read a lot of Al Ewing until I picked up Immortal Hulk. I've been told to check him out on his run of Ultimates. It's high up on my list now because of Hulk, but I picked up Hulk not really having a lot of Hulk experience under my belt. I think I had a lot of what everybody else knows of the man, which is it's Bruce Banner. Gamma radiation turned him into the Hulk, and he smashes things. Immortal Hulk is nothing like that. It goes to some really extremely wild places. In one of the first couple of arcs, the book takes you to hell, and then it gets crazier from there. It goes to the end of the universe. It goes to the beginning of the time, the end of time, and Hulk is there for all of it. It's wild, very wild stuff.
Kieran Gillen, again, was great. Colin Bunn. I really like Donny Cates' stuff at Marvel. He's been killing it. And Kelly Thompson's work on West Coast Avengers, which was short-lived, but really good. And she's been doing a lot of cool stuff at Marvel. And that's what, like, I've been reading the Gwenpool miniseries right now because of that. It's been really good.
I will have to say that Jonathan Hickman knocked it out of the park with these two miniseries. The way the storytelling played out was just so intriguing, and the way he took these characters and made this, he turned what I see often as just superficial monster of the week, you know, who's gonna battle who has the fastest power or whatever, into a deeper, more cerebro comic, and that was the biggest appeal to me. And he like totally knocked it out of the park. It came out weekly, on target, on schedule, no skips, no gaps. So he had the whole thing all planned out, finished, and ready to go, so that you just got that bam, 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 you know, quick succession story. And he had 2 6-issue miniseries, 12 weeks long. That 12 weeks like flew by because you were just like, gotta see the next one, and the next one came, and then you're like, gotta read the next one. It was probably the most monumental written story of the year.